Hey again, it's Michelle. In our last episode, I introduced you to the idea of a marketing and operations assistant, what the job actually is, why it's not very well known, and why it is one of the best opportunities to grow in the remote work world. Now, I want to make it a little bit more real for you. Hearing about a job is one thing, but hearing about actual people doing the work is a whole other. I already shared my story with you, and now I'd like you to meet two other women who both found their way into this work and into new opportunities. These are two advisors who worked with me in the early days of my business to help me build Virtual Work Studio. They shared their experiences with me and really helped me create a program that was worthwhile in today's market. And now I want to share their stories with you. These are stories that show how learning to become a specialized assistant is the path to a sustainable career. All right, let's get started with Jocelyn. Jocelyn's story starts in an office. Her very first job out of high school was a receptionist, and then she got promoted to administrative assistant. That was great. She really liked this work. She was good at it because it used her soft skills, organization, dependable. She was a helper by nature. But as it so often does, life shifted. She became a mom, and going into that office no longer became viable. You know what I'm talking about. The childcare cost was more than what she was making in office. So she started to think about how she could take those assistant skills and move them online. She did not wait for a perfect job posting, though. She just started networking. She reached out to entrepreneurs that she knew. She offered to help one of her friends with their social media, help with client communication, basic admin work. She basically proved herself on the job and started to learn all of these new skills. Pretty soon, she realized she was really good at this. Online systems was her sweet spot. And she moved into being an operations assistant. And eventually, where she is today is an online business manager. She helps online businesses run successfully. What started as helping just a couple of friends turned into a career that she absolutely loved and sustains her entire family. Let's hear it in her own words.
Really enjoyed watching the progression of the growth of the companies and having my hand in that pot and being able to help someone who has this incredible vision, an incredible goal, and being able to say, that's awesome. I want to help you do it. Let me do the things that you shouldn't be doing. You should be out there, selling or networking and all of the wondrous things that, visionaries and CEOs do. To me, that's kind of what pushed me into it. I'm helping people grow.
Today, Jocelyn helps growing businesses set up their systems. She helps them hire the right people. And she just kind of like manages all of the moving pieces that let businesses scale. The thing that Jocelyn kept saying over and over again is how much she loved this work. She was able to build a steady, flexible career for herself, doing work that matters to her and doing it in a way that really fits her life. Okay, the next story I want to share with you is from Connie. Connie spent 10 years in a corporate job in the Philippines. She was a single mom and her daily commute was brutal. Listen to this, 2 hours each way. Each way. This podunk girl from Idaho can't even imagine. I get grumpy when I have a 20-minute commute. 4 hours a day, Connie was traveling back and forth from home to the office. And as you can imagine, by the time she got home, she was drained. She had no time for anything, for her children, for herself, to get things done. And then, there's like those office politics and the pressure inside of a corporate job. And it just wasn't sustainable, right? It was just really yucky. And then the decision got made for her. Her company downsized and she got laid off. So, she kind of panicked for a minute, and she remembered a seminar that she had already taken about working from home as a virtual assistant. This was a long time ago. This was 15 years ago. So this is way before virtual assistants were common. So she decided to give it a try. She attended these in-person classes. This was 2011, so way before online courses. And within a month of getting laid off, she landed her first remote client. The very first skill she learned was doing search engine optimization, which is essentially, helping to write blogs and posting them on websites and doing all of the like little manual tasks that need to happen. It wasn't very glamorous, she said. But she just like made herself invaluable. She just kept learning and figuring out how to do things for her clients. Over time, she figured out what lane she really did enjoy and what she was really good at. And she ended up in the video editing space. She specializes now in YouTube management. Like that is her whole shtick. She is an assistant who helps businesses with their YouTube management. She helps creators organize, publish, edit, and grow their channels. When I asked Connie what she loves most about this job, she said,
Becoming a VA opened my eyes. There are a lot of opportunities you can go to. You can level up in different ways. So you can become an OBM, online business manager. You can become project manager. You can become an agency owner and provide jobs. For me, it's actually endless.
Connie has been a marketing assistant for more than a decade now, and she even helps new VAs learn the same useful marketing skills that she has acquired. And that's the real secret sauce to becoming a marketing and operations specialist. It's learnable. You don't have to have a degree. You can learn as you go along as long as you're in a safe place with opportunities to practice. That learning turns into experience, which turns into opportunity. Here's what I really love about both Jocelyn and Connie's stories. Neither of them set out to like become a marketing and operations assistant. They kind of stumbled into it. They just looked for a way to use the skills that they already had. They saw what was in demand online. They practice and then they said yes. When an opportunity came available, they said yes. And when they did that, they built careers that gave them freedom and opportunity to fit in with their lives. All right, we're heading into the last episode of our series, and this is where things are going to start to get real. We're going to look at the good, the bad, and the exciting. I'm going to walk you through the advantages and the disadvantages, the parts that are amazing and the parts that are challenging, because this is real work, right? Like it's not all roses. And then after listening to all of this, if you are feeling like you are ready to go all in, I will share with you how you can get started and what your next steps are. See you in there.